and got your degree. Did you ever think you'd be doing this?
Not at all.
Never in a million years.
Not at all.
Not to brag, but this is the 5th year running, so I wouldn't say it's old hat, but we're getting used to it a little bit, especially standing in this line. I think everybody's bronzer rubbed off on me. I got a little tan waist.
Mine's natural.
That was
Mine's
his own bronzer
This doesn't
rubbing
come
up.
up.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Did you ever think there would be a market for a show like this?
Well, it's great to be able to have the platform that we do to help people all around the world, and that's why we do it, to be a gold standard for medical information.
A pretty simple, basic idea. I mean, people are concerned about their health. You can get all that information on the internet, but we sort of help you put that all together. We sort of quarterback your health care, so it does make sense. Why didn't we think of it?
A lot of people, when they go to the doctor, they don't understand half of what the doctor's saying, but I think we do a good job at making it pretty simple.
Layman's terms is so important.
And if we can give doctors orders, be careful with the internet, because we did it as medical students with our textbooks, self-diagnosing and then self-treating. You don't want to get into that. Information's good, but you have to rely on your primary.
What do you think is the biggest misconception out there that you all have had to deal with on the show, that you've had to try to counter?
Well, embarrassing things. Like, we talk about embarrassing things all the time, so people know that everybody, shares the same kind of body
Like
and has
those
the same
bodily
problems.
functions
Yeah.
that can be embarrassing, that nobody talks about, that you're really embarrassed to ask your own doctor. So we do it on TV, and I think it helps.
And also, I think a lot of people expect their doctor to know everything, but we're the first to admit that we do not know everything. There's a lot of things we don't know, and that's why we bring specialists on all the time to get the really good
5
opinions.
Years, I've learned a heck of a lot of pediatrics and a heck of a lot of OB/GYN just hanging out with the two of them and having to talk about it myself. So
A lot about Botox from this man right here.
it works.
So what are you hoping to tackle in the future? Do you have any big stories that you think really need to be out there?
3 more years, 3 more seasons, we know, so that's going to be an 8-year run at least. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
We've been starting to do Newsfeed Fridays, so on Fridays we're covering the latest news.
Because it's constantly changing, and that's what's exciting about medicine.
Those shows do well, the latest hot topics, and I think we're going to continue to bring celebs on that have a cause. They have a disease or a relative, or they've started to support a certain disease, and I think those make for good shows as well. We'll do more of those.
What has surprised you most about being on this show? That you're now famous?
Wow, well, yeah, they're famous.
I just got back from Jordan in the Middle East. You don't realize our show is in over 120 countries. People don't know me here, but you travel in Africa. We've traveled in other parts of the world. I mean, I was like Elvis in Jordan. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
Is that a little scary at some point?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I couldn't walk 10 feet without having a picture taken and all that. So it's the power of TV, but everybody is very thankful and says, hey, I love the show, I'm entertained, so it has to make us feel good.